OG, we OG. Oh no, G. You're not bullish enough, yeah. Oh no, you're not bullish enough. You ain't got the or no. I get stoned by the bolo. Bitcoin set to overload, yeah. Experts on reload, yeah. You're not bullish enough, yeah. Oh no, you're not bullish enough. You ain't got the or no. I get stoned by the bolo. Bitcoin set to overload. Experts on reload. Mempool getting hot. Everybody wanna rock, ayy. Runes is coming, everybody on a knot, ayy. It's a nuisance, Ordinal Revolution, ayy. Ordinal Revolution. Yo, is my guy for real, bro?
Run stuff.
Got friends right now. Yo, BRC-20, bro. Yo, that shit on fire, bro. Imagine if he in here. Yeah, like it in the seal. Murder. I got balls of steel. Nookies on the field. Yeah, this shit for real. With no calls, I get so far. Got 100 phone calls that I go par, and they gon' love me. Smoke weed, huddle back. I get shiesty. Where my Bitcoin looking lovely. All this Satoshi's nothing above me. Bitcoin's alive, what you gon' do? Mempool fees are high. Ordinal. Where does it stop? Nobody knows. It's a revolution, ayy. Bitcoin is the one, no substitution, ayy. With Shizzy and Yagobi, it's Ordinal Revolution.
Welcome back to Ordinal Revolution. My name is Shizzy. On this channel, we cover the entire Bitcoin Ordinal ecosystem. What is up, guys? We have an amazing show for you guys today. We're live for another Ordinal hour. Sorry, we did live earlier with Foxy. If you were watching that, thank you so much for being there and then being here. This is going to be our second live stream of the day, and it's only 11 a.m. Eastern time, but it's 11 p.m. for man Yagobi out in Singapore. But guys, we have a very relaxed show today. We're not really going to get into normal stuff. We're going to really just check the markets, check what's going on. Your comments are really important today. Put as many comments as you possibly can in there. That'll help us. Let us know what you want to talk about, right? A lot of times we do the banners and we kind of force the show on you. Today, I want you guys to force the show on us. Put stuff in the chat. You want to take a look at Glizzy? We'll look at that. You want to take us a look at Fractal Bull? We'll look at that. Just let us know what you guys are interested in us looking at, even tap stuff, whatever. We're going to definitely look at the tap roadmap. I know there's a couple people in the chat like, you guys haven't talked about it yet. We're going to get that today and a lot more of that stuff as well. So without further ado, we're bringing my partner here, as always, Mr. Yagobi. What's up, buddy?
What's going on, man?
What's up, dude? So you're still in Singapore. Today's your last night there, right? Can you kind of tell us about maybe your experience from yesterday?
Yeah. So, there's been a lot of conversations about kind of appreciation for like the builders that have been here since the beginning, right? One thing I will say is that the attendance for inscribing Singapore was better this year than last year. The event overall was better this year from last year. So people are bullish about that, right? What else is there? There's just a lot of, I think, optimistic energy that's kind of flowing for heading into Q4, right? I think people are ready to move past the summer. The summer blues is what we just got through, right? I spoke about how you and I noticed last week, starting Monday, that the energy has been starting to get pumped back in. We can see it in our analytics. Fractal's happening. So there's discussions happening with Fractal. Builders are talking about scaling out to Fractal, in the next couple of weeks. Traditional layer one projects too, right? Launch pads and stuff like that. So I think this is really where that ecosystem really starts to build out. And then you have Merlin, of course, right, from the EVM side, and then you have Fractal from the UTXO side, and it's really going to be focused on this Bitcoin BitFi type of narrative this run up. The one thing that I did hear from a lot of, I would say, reputable people that hang in some of these upper echelon circles of crypto, is that kind of the EVM DeFi narrative is going to be in the past this cycle. It's going to be all Bitcoin, and it's going to be, you know, how to utilize and kind of have a multi-chain approach to make it more seamless. And I think that's going to be some of these Bitcoin projects that try to do that for over here as well. And I told you a little bit about something that is going to be coming, and we'll hold that for a little bit because we want more information on that. But I think that's going to excite the entire space.
Yeah, for sure. And with because obviously Binance and Coinbase, they dictate the space, right? Whatever the projects that they want to list, that's the projects that's going to be the next thing. So by them, by people saying that Binance and Coinbase don't want to do the DeFi thing again, they don't want to repeat last cycle. They want new things. They want less Ponzi's, more real world assets, more AI, more just more real stuff that's going to be here in 20 years, and not something that's just going to be a flash in the pan Ponzi scheme that a bunch of people make money on, but then a bunch more people lose money on. So it's definitely something that I was thinking about, but after talking to you earlier, and really kind of pushed me in the head, like, yeah, we're getting real now. We're getting out of this infant stage of crypto, because obviously Bitcoin's a teenager now, right? But DeFi and stuff, it's still an infant, and crypto is still an infant. A lot of the crypto coins are a year, 2 years, 4 years old. Some of them are 8 years old, but they're still pretty young in the sense of that. So we got to start looking for real assets that are going to be here and can withstand 10, 15 years, and not just be flash in the pan Ponzi schemes.
Yeah, exactly.
So.
And so that was the main conversation, really, is that look for new stuff that's probably going to come here in the next couple months, heading into, finishing out Q4 into the big dance, is what I like to call it, 2025.
Yep, 100%. And BlackRock came out, released a full report on Bitcoin. It was like 77 pages, huge report, but it was basically saying how it's a unique diversifier. And one thing about TradFi is the one big word they use is diversify. That's Warren Buffett would say, you know what I mean? And a lot of these bigger investors, they would say diversify. And now they're saying Bitcoin is that. It's a unique diversifier. What's your opinion on that? And do you think that this is going to wake a lot of people up who are just not playing?
So I think that this is a big statement from an entity that a lot of high-end clients trust, right? So BlackRock, we obviously know they've been behind the Bitcoin ETF push. And so Bitcoin has officially been accepted into a traditional finance, portfolio, right? So this is big for Bitcoin. But more than that, it's really big for the traders and investors that look for new solid assets, right? Whether if they're going to add gold to their portfolio or something else, now they feel more comfortable adding Bitcoin.
100%. Yeah, I completely agree. Great answer. Congressman Tom Emmer says the government is scared of decentralization because it restores what the country was built on. This is a quote right from Tom Emmer. This is a congressman. This isn't Anthony Pompliano. Like, this isn't like some Bitcoiner who's been around for a while. This is a U.S. congressman basically coming out and saying they're afraid of decentralization because it takes control out of their hands.
Yeah. I think from like the possibility of it, yes. But you and I had some conversations I had here. This is another part of it, is that, I think we're going to come to a place in crypto to where decentralization will be a choice. It'll be an option. To really bring the mass adoption on board, it's going to have to be something that they don't even notice. Like I mentioned before, something that's integrated to like an agreement when they sign up for an account for something, and then they get airdropped or given a a token for a reward or something, and they're forced to figure out how to cash that in or whatever, right? But if you do want decentralization, then you can use Bitcoin's blockchain. I think that's it. And if you really want decentralization, then you're going to know a lot more than the average person, right? And so that's not the problem with mass adoption. The problem is the other side, like where they don't even notice they're using it. And so I think that's what we're, that was part of the conversation too, since I've been here. But it was brought up that Bitcoin will be that decentralization for the experienced users. They can just look back at that. And I think, the government is worried about that. That's probably why they're kind of, they appreciate Bitcoin for what it is with its security, scarcity, all that great stuff. But at the same time, they're afraid that, people are going to get away with not paying taxes or this and that. And if somehow a secure blockchain like Bitcoin's utilized for voting or something like that, you can't get around that. You can't cheat, stuff like that. So I see where his point is. But I think from the public, there's going to be more centralization with crypto. But with, the advanced users, will look towards decentralization when we need to.
Yeah. And that's the best part about Bitcoin. Yeah, it's BlackRock's looking at it as an investment instrument, right? A way to diversify. And then different people like Tom Emmer are thinking of it in different ways of decentralization, right? Of being taken away from government, and other people are kind of looking at Bitcoin as more than that, right? As just like a way to escape government tyranny, right? A way to escape the money printer. So you have like three different aspects of the same exact thing.
Yeah.
So huge.
Yep.
Huge Bitcoin uptrend in play. Fed rate cuts to ignite a bull run. So this is the conversation for today. Obviously, in about 3 hours, we have the Fed rate decision. It's coming down to about 60% chance of a 0.5 cut and a 30% chance of a 0.25 cut, and a 10% chance of keeping rates the same. Everyone's really thinking that Jerome's going to come in here and say, you know what, we went too long and we're going to cut the 0.5. But it doesn't really matter if it cuts the 0.5 or the 0.25. What this does is this takes us out of, we were recently in a rate hike cycle. And then we were in kind of like this rate, like pause, right? And now we enter this different phase. And a lot of the traditional investors are looking at this and saying, once this starts, this does not end for 6 to 8 months. So this could ignite what we've all been waiting for, and that is liquidity entering markets, not just here. If you look at the S&P 500, if you look at the Dow Jones, it's just the top 5, top 6 stocks have done good. If you look deeper, a lot of the stocks have just been just like, let's just say like polka dot, where it's just been up a little bit, back down a little bit, up a little bit, back down a little bit. But that's just like the mid tier, and the small caps haven't really been traded at all. The volume in small caps in traditional finance is super low, just like it is here. So I think we're about to see liquidity entering not just that market, but entering our market as well. Do you see the same?
I do. And depending on how much he cuts, obviously, I've mentioned multiple times that I think it's going to be at 0.25%. But let's say, that doesn't really move the needle, and next month he does a 0.5%. That's when I think money will really flow in. Or if he does 0.25, by that third month, we could really see some liquidity flow back in. And it's not just the United States too. It's other countries that are looking towards the United States, because everybody knows that the world, financial markets is ran by the U.S. in terms of, dictates when the bull run starts and stuff. And so that's why it's bigger than just the U.S. It's going to be a global market that floods in with liquidity. And with Bitcoin having year and then leading up to the post-halving year, it's just going to benefit immensely from that. And then that's whenever every 4 years we have the casino come to town, the post-halving year. And I think people just need to be ready for that. Not financial advice, though.
I agree. Do you think it matters though if we get a 0.25 or 0.5? Because I don't think it matters either or. I think either way, if we get a cut, period, I think that should be everyone's indication that we're entering a new part of the cycle.
Yeah, I mean, because it's gonna ramp up anyways, right? So 0.5 would definitely, I think, like give a little kickstart, right? But yeah, I think you have a good point there. It doesn't matter if it's 0.25, 0.5 at this point. By November, we should be sitting really, really nice with bullish energy heading into that holiday season.
100%. And I think a 0.5 is a little scary because I want to keep this cycle happening. Let's just say if we get an inflation above 3% again, like right before Christmas or something, where people just maybe buying stuff for the holidays a little early, that Jerome could get scared and stop cutting rates. So I'd rather see, to your point, 0.25, 0.25, 0.25, kind of all the way, and that kind of like easing the pressure rather than just being like, okay, let's get it. So I'm actually more in favor. Obviously, it'll be a longer period of a little bit more sideways, because if we get a 0.5 cut, we might actually start moving up very quickly in the next 2 weeks. But a 0.25 would kind of put us back in that okay, like Bitcoin's going up, but like maybe not to 70, maybe 64 and then 66, like a slower upward momentum rather than a big cut. So it really depends on what happens. I feel like at a 0.5 we're going to get giant upward momentum. 0.25 is going to give us that everlasting upward trend that we're kind of looking for.
Yeah, so especially if this becomes a super cycle, right? 6 months of cutting rates would be really nice, leading into a very bullish Bitcoin price. But we're going to see. I think it's going to be very interesting to see what the all-time high will be this Q4, because I do think we hit a new all-time high. Not necessarily like past six figures, but could happen. I just don't see a huge blow off top. Like, I don't see anything like 150K. But who knows? 2017 did. That was the post-halving year. So yeah, it's going to be interesting. Anyways, this Q4 of the halving year.
But real quick, the last time they cut rates was March of 2020, and we all know what happened 6 months later. So
yeah.
But all right, let's get into the Bitcoin fear and greed. Last week was a 37. Yesterday was a 33. We are a lot higher than that. I'll give you that hint.
42.
What do you think of this? Pretty close, dude. You're always like within a couple of these days, dude. I don't know if it's just that kind of market, but we're sitting at 45. So you are always like, seems like you were just right on it. Really awesome. So.
I don't feel like that. I feel like I'm off all the time still, but
you're like, for me, I'd be like between 40 and 45. I'd give myself like 5 numbers, right?
Well, so, also I'm trying to time it too in my head. From what I remembered it before, but yeah, not too bad.
All right, let's get into that Bitcoin price action brought to you by the great guys at BitPerp. BitPerp is going to be one of the leading leverage trading platforms on Bitcoin, guys. This is going to be a good one, because not only will you be able to do Bitcoin and other assets, but you're going to be able to do maybe some degen stuff. You're going to be able to do some stuff on Fractal. You're going to be able to probably do Glizzy. These guys are really bringing that Bitcoin experience to leverage trading, and it's going to allow you to get really degen if you're into that. But they will have a paper trading. So let's just say you like to have fun just on paper, and you think it's going to go up, but you just want to prove to people, hey, I'm up 40% on this. Take a look. You can do that with BitPerp paper trading. In 2 weeks, we're going to have their platform up and ready, and it's going to be launched, and they're probably going to be on multiple chains, guys. So check out bitperp.io. It's coming, we promise.
Yep. Before we get into the Bitcoin price action, guys, if you're on the YouTube side, please smash that like for us. Helps us a ton. And subscribe if you're not subscribed. And then hit those notification bells so you know when we go live. And on the X side, guys, please hit that like for us as well. Helps us, and share the space so we can educate as many people as possible. But yeah, let's get into some Bitcoin price action for the day. This is the hour chart. I am using the BitPerp trading view charts today. It is working for me. So as you can see here, there is a bull flag that has been formed. We were all the way up to 61,000 yesterday. So pretty good price action yesterday, a little bit of a pullback today, but I expect volatility, right? So if you're looking to trade, I do have the up arrow here just because it's pattern if this plays out, but I really wouldn't take any positions today, because I do think that we do have a bounce up, but who knows? One thing I do know is that they're probably going to, bounce it up and bounce it down to try to liquidate anybody that's taking any crazy 100Xs each way, right? So Excuse me. So for the second half of today, you know, the MACD is still showing that we're in sell pressure, but it is lightening up, right? So I do expect this to close up here, just because, like I said, I expect you know, probably some bullish sentiment coming in because the rate cut is expected. Is it priced in? Probably a little bit, but I wouldn't take the trade, even though I do expect us to bounce back up, probably hit back to 61,000, maybe even a little higher, just because people are going to be excited. But I'm just not going to take that risk of, you know, taking a position and then they drop it down, you know, $1,500 and before heading back up. So that's, you know, it's just a cautiously optimistic take that I'm having on the hour chart. But if I were to pick and put money on it, I would say I think that we do bounce back up for the second half of today after the rate cut happens. For the 8-hour chart, this is going to give us more of a 7-day kind of forecast. It is a little choppy here. You know, I hate whenever I see this, like just, you know, a couple of small, you know, red candles from the MACD, and then it turns white with a green candle and red candle, because basically uncertainty is what it's saying, right? It wants to probably get that official rate cut after today, and then we'll have more information for the next week. But, you know, I do expect some positive sentiment to really start to lay in for the end of September. So I'm going to stay positive in terms of Bitcoin's price action. You know, like the 1-hour chart, like I said, I think that we start this positive price action trend to finish off September. October turns into a positive month. But yeah, so that's what I'm seeing right now for Bitcoin's price action. Again, you know, stay safe out there. If you're using leverage, make sure that, you know, you're very, very careful, because today is going to be volatile, even though we have a positive expectation with the rate cut.
Amazing. If I had to force you to take a over under on like 62,000 for October 1st, what would you say? Over 62,000 or under?
Over.
You would take the over?
Yeah.
Love it. Love it. Yeah, I would do the same. Let's hop into the roll call, guys. Let's see who is here. 20 minutes in. Let's see who is here today. First is first on this show. If you know, you know. And it was my man Tim Baker, AOD Art, one of our mods. His big bounce. Keep it going up. Let's see if it happens. And that was definitely yesterday, because that is not happening right now. Mr. Hanky, the Christmas poo. He loves me and I love you. Shout out to him, my friend. Chief Axel in the building. Shout out to Chief Axel. Glass Hopper is G, man. He is tearing it up on Foxy. He's going to be a legend. Keep an eye on this guy. He's going to be an effing legend, dude. Love this guy. Then our boy Danny, right? What are you doing now, Danny? What
is going on? What is going on with our guy Danny?
Shout out to Danny. We love him here. Webtro, he says printers prepping money, paper, money. Thank you, Shizzy and Yagobi. You're welcome. I don't know what we did, but you're always welcome. Zahid is here. Shout out to you, my friend. Then Crypto Sovereign says, is this a super cycle? If so, then legendary alt season is about to begin, and BitFi will probably outperform most sectors. Yes, I agree with everything you just said, especially the super cycle, because I personally believe in the stock to flow, and we're hitting 700K. But I'm crazy, man. For now. And then everyone's going to be like, you're not bullish enough, when I'm saying, no, it's not going to 1 million. So, but we'll see. BitFi degens are the vanguard leading to the way to Valhalla. Hell yeah, dude. I love that comment. Yasher says, yeah, and we are live. Reziak is here. PJNZ. We got my man Cheaty. He said, what's up, guys? Legend there. I did hit you back up on Discord. I know you sent me a message, and I think I sent you one FB. Sixes is here, and we got my man Benjamin in the building. He said, what's up, Shizzy and Yagobi? Let's effing go. Shout out to you, my friend. You've been consistent, bro.
Yep,
You've been consistent. I love it. And then, you know, and then we got our really consistent Lackey Lukey is here. KDN, D Love, Bullish, 100X on the way. Which one? Because I'm in a lot of plays right now. D Love says GM Shizzy Glizzy. I don't even mind it. I'll rock with it. GM everyone from No. Shout out to you, my friend. Axie Made is here. Steamy J's in the building. SPI Chain Watcher. Then we got Govin, you've been here every day too, bro. Shizzy, you minute F bull. So I did min F bull, but not many. I really let myself down with that one, because last night I was looking at it and it was at like, I don't know, 11%. Woke up this morning, it was at 70%. So this one really, we're going to take a look at that. We'll take a look at it for sure. And we got Mice Elf here. So do you guys know why OpCat was removed from Bitcoin in the first place? back in the day. So yeah, Satoshi wrote Opcat, and then he took it out because he was afraid of a DDoS attack. But SegWit solved that, so that is why it was originally.
Well, they decreased did they decrease the
Increase.
size of data? Okay, they increased the data capability. Yeah, so that solved the issue. So they basically back tested it, and there's basically no ability to DDoS it anymore. So there's no reason not to add it back now. So yeah.
Yeah, I actually had a conversation with Mark Jeffrey about that. We were talking about that. He said he doesn't think Opcat will ever get put in. He's like, there's just too much money that, if something does go wrong. Let's just say there's a bad actor that has already figured something out, but he's just waiting for his opportunity. He's saying it's just not worth it for Larry Fink. And I was like, damn, you're right.
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't know. I mean, there's some big Bitcoin shareholders, and when I say shareholders, I mean like big, huge whales that are in the political sides that are backing the people that are pushing Opcat. So I wouldn't be shocked if it does get put in.
I said that to Mark, and he basically said, he's like, listen, he's like, the miners are still making money at 3.12 Bitcoin. They're not worried about that. Next halving, this might be something that comes into fruition, because that's when they're going to be, Bitcoin's going to need to be over $1 million for these guys to really make money. So I was like, damn, you're right, because you're only getting 1 point something Bitcoin each block, right? So they're going to need between $500,000 and $1 million. Because you got to remember too, is like every 4 years, people don't understand, is like electricity gets more expensive. 4 years ago, electricity was a certain amount, but the dollar keeps getting less value. So what happens to electricity? It keeps going up. So yeah, we're talking about, it's worth this much more, but in reality, electricity cost kind of goes up with Bitcoin. So
yeah, I can't see. Like Udi and Eric Wall. Like Eric Wall is he's been a pretty big presence within the Bitcoin community for a while, and for Opcat to not get added, I think they would have to kind of hide their faces for a while. With this Quantum Cat's push and everything. So
I mean, they could just look like the resistance, right? We're trying our best, guys. So. Yasher goes, guys, what platform you suggest for multiple ordinals transferring? I usually do Magic Eden. That. Yeah.
It's easy.
Okay. The Investor Squad. Shout out to you, my friend. Shizzy made Glizzy go up. I didn't make anything go up. I just reposted what someone posted to me and then gave away an FB. I'm just a good guy. Ant-Man is here. Cache Cats is here with the GM FM dog. Go to the moon. Shout out to Cash Cats, man. Shout out to you. Investor Squad goes F Bull, looking good. We're gonna look at that in a second. Shizzy is the Glizzy by my man and Kit. Shout out to you, my friend. Thank you for joining us. I guess it's your first time here as well. I could be wrong. And we have Deet or can you help me out with this one?
I
want to say
the
Torian. The Torian probably didn't have tech to build Opcat back in the day when Bitcoin was created. So yes, that was always a possibility.
Yep. Yeah, it was there. It got removed.
No Sensei says, what's up? What's going on with Rothium DEX? Why are they MIA and the mod is banning people from the server? Right now it's just Rothium DEX is fine. I don't think anything's. I mean, they're just building right now. They're just heads down building. I wouldn't really worry about anything with them. I think the best is yet to come with those guys for sure. You got to remember what kind of market we're in, right? So yeah. And we got Tate. A lot of names today.
Takishian.
Takishian.
No, Takishian.
Takishian. Shizzy, do you hold the Glizzy? Yes, I hold my Glizzy. And then,
whoa.
Hey, I'm just saying, I hold a BRC-20 called Glizzy. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
Shizzy, you and Mr. 100X Francis Dune got me fired up on Fractal. Thank you so much, bro. Love you to the moon. Shout out to you, my friend. Thank you so much. Thank you for always tuning in. So it's like your 4th or 5th show. I see you here. Rick G is here. Crypto OD Gen. John. What can I can always say good stuff about John these days, man. John was right. Runes sucks ass. So shout out to John. And then we have C Micken. Shizzy has me developing Cat 20 fever. Hey. All I do is report the news. I'm not pushing anyone anywhere else. Just reporting the news. Minute 14K F Bull. Holy crap. Congratulations, John. So I've this is Vision. So I've been minting those F-Pool, but don't know where to see them now. Wow, you need to go to fractalexplorer.com or IO. One of
No,
those.
you got to go to it's the Runes terminal. Hold on.
Yeah, Fractal Explorer. It's called.
Oh, is it fractalexplorer.io? Yeah. Okay, you're right.
Yeah.
Fractalexplorer.io.
And then we got
Here, I'll
Mike
put it in the
Bennett.
comments here.
Mike Bennett with the last comment here. Yellow to you, my friend. Oh, myself with the last one. Interesting. Thanks. So I guess we'll see what happens if the Taproot Wizards get OpCat re-implemented on BTC. For now, it seems like we're just testing. Yeah, kind of just testing one Fractal, and that's the best part about Fractal, right? So I'm definitely excited for Fractal, and it's been fun. The Cat tokens have been great so far, but let's kind of get into that a little bit. We'll get into some other stuff too, but we don't have really much on the thing. So I was in OSD yesterday, and the UTXO intern hopped in, and he's like, "Yo, guys, I just made the site called Fleur.gg, and you can go there." And so we all went there immediately, right? Because we're all sitting there like, "What is this?" And if it's UTX intern, it's gonna be legit. You're not worried about getting your wallet rugged. So we all went there, and he was like,
Randy's dev?
Yes.
Okay.
He works for Ordinals Wallet. His name's Harry.
Yeah.
So they were all like, he's been big lately, especially with OpCat. He seems to be really know what he's doing. And he's like, when you use gaze.network, they're charging you 0.05 for a mint. We're charging you 0.01. And that's an FP. Oh, mute. Sorry, guys. Yeah, so he's like, they're charging you thank you. They're charging us 0.05. We're charging you 0.01. He's like, I'm taking no fee. The site has no fee on it. And he's like, the reason why? I don't know how. That's what he said. He's like, I wanted to put a fee on there. I just didn't know how. And it had me dying, and I immediately went there.
How. He knows
no,
how.
he
He's
said
probably
because
just trying to get the users.
He said because there's a thing where it won't. He tried it. He put it in, but the contract wouldn't go. So he was like, I'll figure it out later. Let's just give it out for free now. Get people used to the site because Florida.gg sounds like you're going to get hacked, right? So he was like, let's just get it out there and kind of get it going. So, I used it last night. I was minting Kitty Cash, and it has been working for me this morning. I'm having issues with it, so maybe there's some back end stuff. But last night I'm in a Kitty Cash. I'm in an F-Bull. Not much at all. And but I can actually show you guys what I've been doing. I don't mind showing what I'm holding.
So while you're doing that, I do want to put kind of like a PSA out there for people because I saw a post. I don't know if it was Donnie from Femojis, but it was somebody. And because the Unisat wallet, you can just turn on either Bitcoin or Fractal once S-Script is released. Just make sure, just for precautionary measures, to move your like high-end ordinals and high-end inscriptions to a wallet that you don't want to mess with, that you're going to be doing smart contract stuff with on Fractal, guys, because you don't know what a malicious contract could technically do. If it gives them basically control over your Unisat wallet, that could cross over into Bitcoin. So that's just a wallet hygiene that Shizzy always says. Just make sure that you have that in the front of your mind. And I would just probably knock that out, ASAP. Just move all your high-end ordinals and stuff to a separate wallet that you don't really touch. But anyways, go on.
Yeah, no, that's actually really smart of you to say that, because like, let's just say you have a Node Monkey, right, or a Puppet. Best thing to do with them is create a new wallet, right? Add a new wallet, whether that's Unisat or Xverse, whatever you prefer. Put a new wallet on there. Write down your words. Go get a separate piece of paper. Write down your words again. Go get a separate piece of paper. Write them down again. Don't copy from paper to paper to paper. Sit there, rewrite them again. Fold it up. Put it somewhere, and then delete that wallet. So now nobody can get into it except your words. So when you're ready to sell it, you can pop your words in, and you go to Magic Eden and you can sell it. That is probably the most secure way, besides a hardware wallet, that you can possibly get to. Write it down 3 times, 3 separate times, delete the wallet, delete from the web browser. It's gone. Yeah. So next time you want to access it, only you have access to it, and then it'll be your word. So it's technically offline at that point.
Yeah. You can definitely do that. I think that's probably one of the safest ways to do it. You could use some Kai effect put in, lock them up in Traverse. You could use a third party to help you out with that too. But yeah, the most important thing is to really just kind of separate them, because we don't know what the smart contract, is going to be like over here, right? There's going to be command lines. There's going to be, tasks for these smart contracts to automate things. And so you're giving it permission. So.
Yeah. And like, I have 11 different wallets. 100%. I agree with you. I have 11 different wallets. Like, there's a few things in each wallet, right? So if one of my wallets get hacked, I have a bad day and not a bad year, right? I have a bad day, maybe a bad month, depending which wallet they get, right? But it's still, I'm not having a bad year. I can recover from that from other assets. So I think that's the most important part. Not having a bad year, but having a bad day.
Yep. 100%.
All right, let's kind of get. So I'm gonna actually show you guys what I've been minting Cat 20 wise. So I didn't mint this. This is from my good friend Rocket Dog.
Or Eat the Cat.
Eat the Cat. Yeah, Rocket Dog was like, "Yo, did you get any Eat the Cat?" And I was like, "Nah, dude, I missed it. Yeah, eating the dogs or eating the pets." So he sent me over 7,000. That's my guy right there. But he only sent it to me because he was trying to test out the sender that he was using, and he didn't know anywhere else to send it to. So he reached out to me, and I was like, "Yeah, dude, I'll take your Eat the Cat." Shout out to him. Then I was minting Kitty Cash. I actually joined their Telegram.
I'm seeing that name a lot. Kitty Cash.
Yeah, Kitty Cash, dude. I've been minting. Still minting at 70%. I want to say the 1,200. We can look into that. So Unisat. If you don't know what to do, you go to Fractal, obviously, and then just go to Explore. Once you're on Fractal, Explore, and then you just go to Cat 20s, and you can say, "Wow, dude, this is about to get minted out." Fractal Bull, 15,000, damn. But Kitty Cash is like, okay, it's a little under 2,000. It's like 1,920. So it's been moving. So
still back to bad, though.
Yeah. No, I mean, I like that. I mean, Meow is 982. Eat the Cat, it's 894. The Cat 20 Pizza, it's only 7%. This is the token from the Gaze.network. I learned they launched this one. This is their Cat 20 Pizza. So, but look, you can see the transactions. It's gonna be a long mint. This could actually be bigger than Fractal Bull. Fractal Bull is over 1 million transaction, 1 million mints. Insane. People are minted 1 million times already. That's absolutely wild to think about, dude. Yeah. And then I got a little bit of Wukong. Sorry.
I was going to say, this is going to be unique because you're going to have a smart contract token that has a free and fair mint process to it. And that just doesn't happen on any other chain. You know what I mean? Every other chain, you use, Remix or some other software program to launch your token via smart contract directly when you launch the smart contract. These are going to be integrated into smart contracts. So it's going to be unique. And I think that we get to keep the free and fair mint side, which is really cool. And it's going to be interesting, man, once the swap gets created.
I did learn something, though. So you know how in Runes we have that UTXO problem? We're going to have that same problem with Cat 20s.
What do you mean UTXO problem?
So let's just say you have a UTXO with 1,000 Cat, and you want to sell 100. You have to split that UTXO.
But the same way, it can't be split within the smart contract. Like, can't do that.
I don't think it can. I think you have to split it before you send it.
That's interesting.
I could be wrong, but that's kind of what I was hearing.
That's weird. It's because like they built this token standard for specific like smart contracts, right?
But yes, but we just still. So let's just say that smart contract can still do it, but it's going to take you like 2 blocks. It'll be you can still do it inside the smart contract, but it'll still be like 2 separate transactions. But I could be wrong though. This might just be an issue for now until the smart contract. Because I remember too is the smart contract capabilities. S-script isn't involved yet, right? So, but as of right now, if I want to send you, let's just say, I have this 200 F pool because that's how it came. One UTXO was 200. Each mint was 200, and I want to send you 20. I'd have to split that out first before I send it to you.
Gotcha.
So, but maybe that's just an issue for now. But yeah, so I have my little under 2,000 Cat. I have 20 Cat Pizza. I'm probably gonna mint more of this because it's the Gaze.network meme coin. Fractal Bull, I regret not getting on this. I only got like 9 or 10 mints. Definitely kind of annoyed at myself for not getting more of that.
Whose token is the Fractal Bull?
That's from the UTXO intern.
Okay.
That's the Ordinals
Gotcha.
wallet. Yeah. So, and it's just could be a meme coin. I don't know, but that the team launched that one, and I think that's why it went nuts. So I'm thinking more people know more about that one. So it did go absolutely crazy. I mean, you guys can see it here. Yesterday at around I want to say 9 p.m., 10 p.m. Eastern time, it was at like a 12%. So China woke up either really bullish or something else, but this one 80%. I mean, we're talking 800,000 mints,
That's
and you could see,
crazy.
yeah, and you could see this was at 3,000 earlier, and now this is over. So people were just minting like crazy fractal bull. This one went absolutely crazy.
So when is the first time people are going to be able to trade these Cat 20 tokens?
So I'm hearing that Pizza Swap is probably going to it's probably going to be a few weeks before Pizza Swap gets it. Dot Swap is looking like it could be next week, but you will have to deposit in the Dot Swap,
Okay.
trade and withdraw. The same what you're kind of doing over there. And I'm hearing a real swap might not be out for maybe a couple months. Lorenzo is saying that he's not rushing this. So
Interesting.
yeah.
That's interesting.
So that's just what I'm hearing. I'm not sure about it, but I'm okay. I do like right now. I mean, you got to remember too. What is there? Only 5 or 6 tokens right now, right? So we need more. But this gives an opportunity for a builder. So say you're a builder and you want to, put yourself with a Cat 20. Your token can't get dumped right now, right? So this is a good opportunity for potentially a company to come out and say, this is our token, mints away. We're gonna do, we're gonna mint as well with you guys. You know what I mean? So potentially, like, this could be a good opportunity. You can't sell, like, if I minted it, I don't know where to sell any of this stuff at. You know what I mean? Maybe I take it to the one service that it's on Naka chain, but I mean, I'm not going to do that. I would just hold it and wait for a real marketplace. So a really good opportunity for someone to kind of lock you into their token at least for a few weeks.
Yeah, I mean, the one thing I don't that I hope doesn't happen is the hype gets lost, because people are hype about Cat 20.
That's
Even
true.
whenever we're talking about it here in Singapore, is they're saying it's the only thing so far that's different about Fractal versus Bitcoin in terms of fungible tokens is a new standard that Unisat supports, right? So waiting for 2-3 months, in my opinion, is a big mistake. I think that if Lorenzo has power over it, and because I'm sure he's not the smart contract architect. I think it's the what's his name? I can't remember his name. Anyways, yeah, you know who I'm talking about, the guy that created the S script or whatever. I just think that, yeah, Yahweh. I think that waiting till like November or December is just too long. We're going to need a swap to do liquidity pool stuff efficiently. I think, at least by the end of October, if you want to keep the hype.
Are you okay with a situation where, like, Pizza Swap, where they're using the modular system?
Yeah, that could help. But
that's easy.
What's going to make a difference between that and BRC-20s though in that setting?
Well, that's what I'm hearing too. I'm actually hearing that BRC-20s are going to be cat tokens. So let's just say you have pizza. You say, hey guys, taking a snapshot 12 p.m. tonight. If you hold pizza, you're going to get the cat version of pizza and then get an airdrop to your wallet. And now pizza is a cat 20 token. Easy as that. Let's just say you have Glizzy and Block's like, you know what, guys, I want Glizzy to be a cat 20. I'm going to take a snapshot. Then I'm going to airdrop you everyone who's holding the same exact 1-to-1 in the cat 20. And now Glizzy is a cat 20. So think about how easy that is for really anybody, even a Rune, technically, right? A Rune can say, hey, I'm going to do a snapshot of these wallets, and you're going to get your runes over as cat 20s. So you can bring anything over.
Yeah. It looks like people are trying to create marketplaces already for it, to where you can do it probably this similar way that we've sold runes and BRC-20s, right? So regardless, like, the thing is that, like, we know now that Sats Pump Fund, is going to be a really hyped up project. It already kind of is. But the whole point of Fractal Bitcoin is this, automation through smart contracts, right? And we got to have that. sooner than later. I would think. I mean, because like if you have it in October, then you have November and December, which we're going to get the bullish times, right? And we'll probably get a pause in January, like we always do, and then we will get that spring ramp up, especially the post halving year, right? And you want this shit to be ready. So I mean, we'll see.
100%. I agree. But you got to remember too, is like, yeah, Lorenzo says he's gonna take his time with it, but now it's a rush, right? It's a rush from these developers who are capable and understand S scripts. Maybe front run again. Front running seems to be very possible. And you have the guys from Flux. I mean, they putting out tweets saying they're using OpCat now in their pipe tokens, or their Flux tokens. So it's like it's gonna be a rush to market to see who can really enable this. And you don't need that's the best part about crypto. I don't need Lorenzo's permission. I don't need Yahweh's permission. I don't need anyone's permission. If I want to create something, I can. And Lorenzo's sitting there like, go ahead. Like, thank you. Like, because the main point of Fractal is to get as many users as possible. The main point of Fractal is to kind of get that playground, get that fun, get that excitement over here on Fractal as soon as possible. The earlier, the better. So for them, they're like, hey, we want to create something, but if you front run us, you front run us. We're just happy the chain's being used.
Yeah, no, I agree with that part. You know, and I think it'll be like, it'll kind of give us a clear answer of how much more flexible OpCat allows this chain to be if these talented devs can create something, you know, and front run them. Yep. I hope they do. So if you're listening, front run it and create a swap.
Yeah, and we've only reached like the very bottom of what OpCat can do. OpCat can do so much more. And when I say it can do so much more, it's like there's, you know, you can really just kind of implement something on top of something on top of something on top of something to we kind of get somewhere where we've never been before, especially on Bitcoin, right? Whether that's like Aave type of borrowing and lending, or whether that's like some smart contract Ponzi scheme, just something new, something different that you can possibly build that people are probably building right now, and they're just trying to get it to market as fast as possible.
Yeah.
But all right. I'm gonna jump into some BRC-20s because I know a lot of you guys are looking at that. So let's take a look here. So Glizzy, 15,000 holders, Cherry, 9,000 holders. This is a funny meme. It's like some medicine or something on Zero. I'm not really too familiar with it. And then Orange, 4,000. Oh, so Bitmap token is minting now. So this went nuts. Yeah, so there's a Bitmap token. The Bitmap community apparently is over here, and so they're not minting bitmaps, they're minting Bitmap token. So I don't know, they're like a cult, those guys. I love them, but anything Bitmap, they really take 3,000 holders. I mean, I think that's all the Bitmap participants right now, honestly. But yeah, shout out to them guys. I should really mint some. Let's mint some live. Let's do it.
What's the total holder count for that one?
Let's take a look.
3,000.
So there's 21 million, 10 million. Oh, you can only do 6 at a time. This is a slow mint.
Is it slow? Is it smart?
I mean, it's going to get a lot of holders, right? So, and it's, you know, look at it. It's like 48%. So if I mint directly, it's at 6. I'm gonna go 100. I'll do 100. I'll do 100 mints. How much is it going to cost me? I'll go to 407. Submit address. Oop, my address is not connected. Connect.
So when's Pizza Swap going to be ready?
Next week.
Okay. That's going to be interesting because it should be right off the bat. It's going to be white and black labels sorry, white to where you can withdraw, basically. I think that's
right away.
Important.
Yeah. And I'm hearing too that potentially you're going to be able to withdraw like that. That's how they're going to be able to bridge. You just send it into the modular system, and you can withdraw it on. Let's just say you have Sats. You'll be able to withdraw your Sats from the modular on Fractal.
Gotcha.
So you can deposit from Bitcoin and withdraw into Fractal using the modular system. So that could be what they're planning on doing too. So, but what they're going to have to do is they're going to have to mint all those tokens self-issuance on Fractal, and then give you 1-to-1 as you're pulling out, which sounds pretty simple. right? And then it's locked on the Bitcoin side. It's just locked on the modular system, like a lot of tokens already are. So, but let's just say you do have tokens that are in there that are locked. You can technically withdraw them onto Bitcoin. I mean, onto Fractal. So if you do have an issue, but you might not be able to do the same going back to Bitcoin. So, all right, yeah, I just minted some, so that's cool. Yeah, man. All right. Let's kind of get into some. Yeah, any last on this?
I mean, it's just I feel like there's this weird hype right now for Fractal. There's two different token classes that are being kind of backed by Unisat, right? There's the Cat 20 and then there's BRC-20s. And the BRC-20s are kind of having their DGen BRC-20 run right now, right? But I don't know if like I'm an outside guy looking in, like which one are people supposed to be more bullish on?
Well, if they're all going to become cat tokens, what does it matter?
I mean, has that been stated?
I'm pretty sure. It's going to be up to each community.
No, that sounds more like an assumption. So
well,
you're assuming that off of what though?
They put it in the hands of the community. So let's just say you're the head of the community in Glizzy. All you have to do is tell guys, hey, I'm doing a snapshot, and I'm going to airdrop Glizzy cat token to everyone, right? And that's done. Right. So now Glizzy,
it's not a forced migration. It's
you get to choose
up to you. Whatever you want to do.
If you want to use the Glizzy, you can sell your Glizzy cat tokens and keep your Glizzy BRC-20 tokens, or you can at that point, it's up. It'll be like the community will decide if it's a BRC-20 or if it's a cat.
But Unisat's not going to create like duplicate. They're not going to duplicate. You have to do that.
That'll
as a founder.
There'll be founder or community leader. Anyone could do it. The smallest holder can do it if they wanted to.
Yeah.
All you got to do is create the token and airdrop it. Right. So it'll really be up to you. You just have to be transparent about it and like this is what's happening. 12 p.m. I'm taking the snapshot, and at 1 p.m. you're getting airdropped. You know what I mean? Like 13 hours later, you're going to get the airdrop or something like that, right? So I mean, you can really do that. Even a Runes founder can do that. But I think everything will eventually be cat token. I just think it'll be up to communities to do it and who the first community is to do it.
Yeah. I just think it's wild that we're already talking about like migrating, tokens.
Well, BRC-20s are dead. Cat ruined that for BRC-20s. We didn't know that 2 weeks ago. You know what I mean? Like I've been saying it for a while. BRC-20 is the worst protocol in all of Bitcoin. I just think that with the transfer inscription, with the botting and everything else, like I'm down to play. But at the same time, I think it's shit. So I'm actually, if I was a community member and of Glizzy, shut up Block, I would create the Glizzy cat token. That's the thing too, is like if I create a Glizzy and you create a Glizzy and he creates a Glizzy, anyone, you can have 7 different Glizzies because the contract number is going to be different. Right?
Yeah.
So that's the best part. So you got to make sure you're getting the right contract number when you're making these trades. The name of the token doesn't mean anything. It's the actual contract number itself. So anyone could do that. So, but I think BRC-20s are dead. I think it's fun for now, but I think any token that develops in here will eventually be a cat token. And then you can do whatever you want with it at that point.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I mean, that's a good point. It's just the reason why I keep bringing this up is because I feel like we've been dealing with this kind of shit for forever, right? It's like, okay, you got people bridging from BRC-20s to tap tokens, right? We had that happen with Ghosty. We had that happen with Traverse. We had that happen with a couple others. Now we're doing it on Fractal, and everybody just wants. It's like that trend on TikTok. Give me my money. It's like, give me my swap. Like everybody wants the damn swap. We've been calling for it for over a year and a half, and finally we've gotten to an environment to where we could have it. And we're still having to wait. And I think it's me probably late here in Singapore, just being grouchy and, but yeah, I want it and I want it now.
All right, let's get to Brandon Wampler. Let's give him his time of day here, and let's show some tap stuff. And I said it on the stream earlier. We love tap, right? We're big proponents of tap. We love it, but we can't just wait around and just wait all day. right? Like we're not building really anything
I mean,
for
come
tap
on.
that was
Who do you think
different.
we are?
I get it. So we're going to go to the next hot thing, and why is that? Is because we are content creators. We need to show the people what the people are doing. We need to show what people are wanting, and you have to understand that. Like we support everything. Like I'm playing in BRC-20s, I'm playing in Cats. I have tap tokens, right? I have what's the Ortify and Gib and Track and tap. Like we hold these assets, but like there's nothing to report on. What are we gonna do? I mean, so we do have some updates today, so we are going to get into that. But again, it's just like a few updates, and so they're upgrading DMT, bitmap, block drop support. So that's pretty big. That's like the biggest of everything. BRC-20 ticker reservation. So they are also want to take BRC-20s away from BRC-20s, right? So you'll have you can actually turn them into tap tokens. And then the full ticker range 1 to 32. You'll be able to do that on tap. Fields 4 to 8 indexed. Time to build on L1. So yeah, so they're coming out with that. That's an upgrade, and it's in. So it's already been done. It's in the tap protocol. And then this is the big thing here, is the roadmap. Finally, right? We finally get some type of indication.
I mean, yeah. Brandon Wampler, he's been watching our show for a while, right?
Yeah,
and so I understand his frustration for sure, because he's actually frustrated more than he wants to see this. But he finally saw something from them, and he wants us to talk about it because of how long he's been, he actually just put this message out as I was saying that. And I think it's going to describe exactly what I was saying. He says, "Thanks. I hear you. I'm greatly disappointed in delays and lack of anything material being released. Lots of building, not enough for releasing." Yeah. I mean, we both agree with you, Brandon, and we feel your pain because, but the thing is that we have had Tap Tuesdays, and those have been great for the show and for, letting you guys know that the builders are still building. And one of our partners, Foxy, I mean, we just did the stream with them. So obviously there's talented builders that trust in Benny and what they're building. So let's see what happens with this roadmap. But let's go over it real quick. So it says Q4 2024, the wallet's going to drop. Okay. And then something Gib. Is that supposed to be a play on like something big?
I don't know. You can tell Benny wrote this though.
Yeah. And then it says marketplace open beta. Okay, so look, if you're like, what are the dates? What is the timeline? Look, all this is happening before mid-October. Okay, so then it says swap beta. So the beta for the swap is going to come out before mid-October. Mid-October is October 15th, October 16th, right? Then they have the bridge. So this one's interesting. I got to call this out though. It's big, but bridge from what? Tap to Ethereum and back. Okay, cool. But is this layer 1 or what? Sidechain? What's going on? Okay, and then you have inscriber beta up at the top. So
what does that
Brandon, mean? I think they're gonna have like an inscriber tool for tap art.
Okay.
No,
I gotcha.
You have to do everything like with Unisat right now.
Gotcha.
With the inscribing tool. So they're gonna have their own inscriber beta tool. So Brandon Wampler, just to kind of clear this up, and you probably already know this because you've looked at this, and for anybody else that's wondering, all these things are supposed to happen before mid-October. So I think we can hold them accountable for that. I think that's fair, don't you think?
Yeah, 100%.
Okay, so before mid-October, the track team should have a bridge from Tap Protocol to Ethereum. They should have their inscriber out. It's not a big deal. You can do the tap art. That's cool. You can mint, tap tokens and stuff, deploy. You'll have the swap beta. Okay, that's a big deal to have the swap beta, so you can test that. Marketplace open beta. So you have people will be able to see the marketplace, and they should or better give us access to all this stuff. Something Gib is interesting. So let's try to pry this out of maybe David or
Tom. Tom might give us something on accident. Now we love Tom.
And then the tap wallet. That one's going to be interesting too. Right?
Yeah.
So all these things before mid-October. And then mid-October is
okay.
Is the TGE, the token airdrop. So this is huge too. Everybody's been waiting for this. This tap airdrop. Oh, our guy Ernesto Gonzalez Thank you. He says, track, Mr. Yagobi, track holder, businessman, track not bullish enough.
I can't wait to meet him in person. I feel like he's gonna be like it's so much fun.
Yeah, he's my MC guy. He's gonna intro me in for my first karate combat. No, I'm just kidding.
Who you inviting?
But the tap airdrop, October 15th, October 16th. Then after that, this is where it gets a little bit, drawn out here. Swap version 1, we don't know what date that is. Market pace version 1. Okay, so I think this is probably where some frustration can come in because you got open betas, beta in the first part. Mm-hmm. And then you have the actual swaps. But so you have this date between mid-October, so October 15th, all the way leading up to Q1 2025. What does Q1 entail? Because Q1 entails to me, if you want to extend it as far as possible, that's March 31st. That's the end of Q1. So technically they could have all those things that's after mid-October. They have up until the end of March to complete those things. Now, these things that are earlier.
I think that ends December 31st in my eyes.
Okay. If you're saying Q1 starts there. Okay.
Yeah.
I think we should get clarity on that. If that's the case, then that could be huge. Because then you give them from mid-October to November and December. I think that's fair. Because that's really good timing for the bull market too. So,
what do you think track token on the network means? That means a full bring over of track? Maybe kind of like how Ghosty did?
Token on the network, track token on the network.
Or a bridge, maybe?
Oh, I think this is bridging the BRC-20 to the tap token.
Gotcha.
As a tap, yeah. Something doginal. So he's indexing doginals. We know that, right?
I hate doginals.
Native staking, more utility. So, and then the pipe AI part. So that's all that's supposedly coming, I guess, before Q1. So yeah, that kind of does look like that. So
interesting. So what do you guys think? Put in the comments. Let me know what you guys are thinking here about this. But yeah, again, it's just I'm glad it's a roadmap, right? I'm glad there's something now on paper to kind of hold them to. But and I don't and that's the thing too. I'm being a content creator, I want as much as I possibly can get. I want to create content around it. I want to build around it. I want to do fun stuff. I want to degen. I want to do everything that comes with it. But at the same time, if they airdrop me anything right now, I mean, there's a good chance that I might dump it, right? And not because of it, I don't want it. It's just because how the market is, and I'm thinking in my head, maybe I can get it cheaper later. Maybe I can get more later. You know what I mean? Because I want to be on top of it. Everyone's going to get airdropped, so everyone's going to dump it. Price is going to drop. In a bull run, the opposite happens, and I think that's what I know they're saying they're not trying to time the market, but it's kind of obvious they are. Right, because we're all expecting October to be bullish, right? I think we were kind of expecting August to be bullish, but I think we're just a bunch of jackasses and just kind of jumped the gun on
last year was.
Yeah. So, but I think we're all expecting October because we're all that nostalgia of last year and everything. So, I think this is really good for them. I think I'm not saying what they're doing is wrong. I'm just saying there's really just nothing to talk about now, and I will definitely cover everything tap when the time comes. Right. And when stuff is dropping, when something Gib drops, we're going to cover it. When the wallet drops, we're going to cover it. When the marketplace opens, we're going to be using it. When the inscriber tool happens, we're going to be inscribing. So it's not like I'm not bullish on tap. It's just like it doesn't get me out of bed to talk about it yet, especially when things on Fractal are just more interesting and actually usable. Right. So
yeah. Yep. And Brandon too, with the disappointment. Look, I think there's going to be a big test for Track's token value this Q4, right? Bitcoin gets to, let's say, 85K, where in December, Track doesn't get to an all-time high. I think we got to really question what's going on. But I do expect it to get to an all-time high, whether that's like $18 or what that number is. I don't know. But yeah, so just be patient a little bit more. I know that it's hard, but hang in there.
100%. I want to jump into some comments here. We got one from myself. She said, interesting, thanks. So I guess we'll see what happens if the Taproot Wizards get OpCat. Okay, we read that one already. So, okay. John Dunn says, check balances. Investor Squad says, up to what price point do you think Cat 20 is a buy before you think it's too expensive? So it depends. So you're talking about the Cat token itself, the Cat 20 token. So if I'm right, yeah, and if I'm right, and this is the governance token, if this comes out and says it's the governance, I think $50 is easy, if not 100, if it's the governance. If it's the Ordi,
what would you need to vote on?
The protocol itself. So you know how Tap's making these changes, right? That's just up to the Tap. You know, they don't have the token yet, so everything they're doing is very, very like it's all within the team, right? It's very centralized. But eventually, down the line, once their token drops, when they say, "Hey guys, we want to do this," it's going to be voted on. Like if that's to say the token was out and they want to put it in the marketplace or something like that, and everything would have to be governed by the community instead of governed by the team.
So let's think about Ethereum, right? Because Ethereum is an ERC-20. That's what was created. But you get governance if you how does
every update is put in? Let's go take it back to the merge. The merge was voted on by Ethereum holders, right? So you had the merge wouldn't have went through. So 51% of the people, it would still be proof of work.
Would it be for the entire fractal chain though?
No, it would just be for the Cat protocol and the updates. So Cat protocol is going to, so the Cat protocol is going to be very similar to how Tap is. So let's say if they want to say, hey guys, we want to do this, vote yes or no, they could do that. Or let's just say like you don't want that to happen. Like that's a terrible idea to merge all the BRC-20s and the Cats. If you're that guy, you potentially have say using the Cat token, right? Or if you want to implement anything, native staking, and you're like, I don't think it's a good idea to allow staking, or you're the other way, I think it's a great idea to allow staking, so make it so that only stakeholders, people that are staking, can actually get the vote. You can implement something like that. There's a bunch of different things you can implement into this protocol that you can use the Cat token for. Any upgrade would have to be voted on by the community. It becomes a DAO at that point.
So right now it's trading OTC, I think, in the Chinese communities at what, $1 a coin right now. So you're looking at $21 million market. Yeah, right now. I think once there's environment to trade this, you'll see really quickly what the potential is. It's probably going to have the highest market cap out of all the Cat 20s because it's the first, and if it is a governance token, right? So if that's the case and Cat 20 is a success, then you could be talking about $200-300 million market cap if there's a run in this ecosystem.
And that takes it to what? Every 100 million will be $5.
So that's times 5. Yeah.
So about $15. So I think we get to $1 billion actually, if this becomes a governance.
If it becomes governance and there's a big run on this standard.
Yeah. Well, that 100%. Yeah. So, but I don't think $50 to $100 is out of the question. And in a major bull run, if it is the governance and it does do well, and this is the token standard that eventually gets put on Bitcoin when OpCat comes, I mean, potentially, 4 years down the line, maybe $1,000. I mean, this is just complete guessing, but I mean, it's not out of the question. Though. I said 4 years OpCat's on Bitcoin. These tokens are coming over now seamlessly, going back seamlessly.
Yeah, but remember though, it started on Fractal. It didn't start on Bitcoin. And I think that the value would be a little bit higher if it started on Bitcoin. But I mean, if it becomes the main standard on Fractal, then that's different. What if it comes the main standard on Bitcoin? It's not. That's not. I mean, you got to think it's not bridging. That's the thing. It's not like. It's not like wrapping where it stays on Fractal. Like I'm being told that once you bridge it to Bitcoin, it looks like a Bitcoin native token. But Bitcoin has to have OpCat.
Well, Bitcoin has. No. I can bridge it right now, and it looks like a Bitcoin native token. But in order to send it out or use it in any type of way, even send it back, I would need Bitcoin and enable OpCat.
So
But right
that's
now,
not
I
what,
can send my tokens over.
yeah.
So
So
it
that's
becomes
where I'm not understanding the bridge part without OpCat.
without
How,
OpCat.
yeah, how is it bridging without OpCat? I
Because you're
don't
just
get that.
sending it over. You're using OpCat to send the token over, right? But then you can't do anything without OpCat
I know,
on
but like
Bitcoin.
you have to have like a seamless, like with OpCat, you can have a seamless trustless bridge. That's why I'm like, if it's like in an NPC wallet or
It's not.
that's what I don't get. I don't
Yeah.
get how that's possible.
We'll have to have someone on to explain it to us, but that's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing that that's the case. It just goes into the mining because there's no indexers, and I think you're having trouble because you're thinking the indexers, but it's not. It's actually being validated by the miners. So the miners are just receiving it and saying yes. I think Bitcoin's just a database, so it's just a miner saying this coin has entered the system. Go.
But isn't that how Ethereum works too?
Exactly how they're, but that's exactly.
But when you bridge ERC-20 tokens over, right? That you do have a multi-sig. You do.
That's
Like
only
multi-bridge
in
has
some, but there's other ways using ZK rollups to where that's not the case.
that was more recent, I think,
Yeah,
and
but that's
also, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I think we should
yeah,
probably get maybe that'd be really cool to get UTXO intern on. I
yeah,
think that'd be
it would
because
be.
he's worked on BSV, and I know BSV uses a similar TypeScript, right,
Yeah,
language, and so is he the one who told you that you can't
he's the
bridge
one.
it over?
He said it last night in the space that you can
Okay,
send the
so
tokens right now to Bitcoin, layer 1. It'll look like it's in your wallet, but you won't be able to do anything else with it.
yeah, so maybe let's get him on and so he can break it down because that'd be an interesting conversation to have.
It would be an amazing conversation. It would really be educational. Night Owl says breakfast with the boy. Nighthawk. Sorry, Nighthawk. He won the Shizzy Glizzy contest yesterday. Shout out to you. He
He's been
sent me a
consistent.
video. Yeah, he's been really consistent. He sent me a video. He's an Uber driver in LA, and he sent me a video. He's like, "Yo, check this video," and it was his dash cam. Some little kid is like about to throw their brains up in the back, and you can tell he's like turning around every time he hears, "Ooh," and it was it was pretty funny. Shout out to Nighthawk. Crypto OG DJ says, I was on the stream with you, Shizzy. Been following you everywhere, bro. I don't know if that's
Look over your shoulder. Look
I'm
over
gonna
your
go
shoulder.
outside and be like, where's OG DJ? Where's he at? So John says, last few days I've spent more time with Shizzy than his wife. I mean, dude, you're not
True
lying. My
statement.
wife was going. My wife's been going to bed at 8 o'clock. That's why I'm up in OSD till like 1:30 in the morning. So yeah. OG Degen says last night I was with you, Shizzy, with Block, UTXO, and other. I actually joined when I saw you in there. Awesome, man. I'm glad you found it. That's a good place to be. Kai Effect, lock him up in Traverse. Yeah, and he's talking about instead of using the wallet thing that I do. Mike Bennett has agreed. Keep paper keys in plastic and fireproof box. Yes, good idea too. I didn't think to say that because if your house does burn down and you have only 3 pieces of paper, all those papers are gone. So, but yeah, smart. Keep it in the fireplace box or fireproof box. Yasher says, wise words. CZG. Ordinals wallet. Team working on a marketplace. Ooh, I forgot about that. Yeah.
I think he drops
That'll be big.
the domain after that.
Okay. Let's see any more comments here. You worked with DMT with Bitcoin versions. Seen people selling Cat 20 through Extraverse.
Interesting.
Extraverse. Have to check it out. I listed my RSIC and ZZZ Fuhu for a loss. Lost my patient. Yeah, I've actually been doing the same. I've been listing some of my rooms lately.
I didn't list any of mine. I think they're gonna have a run back in December.
I mean, it's definitely possible.
Have a run back. Yeah.
Mike Bennett says can't go wrong with bitmap. Tom, those bitmaps are actually bitmaps or just a meme. I haven't really looked into it. Ski God.
Shout out to Ski God. I met up with him for dinner today. Him and Didi from 9-Bit. So really cool dude. He's been in the space for a bit, and he's a big shroom guy. So
Bitcoin shroom?
Yeah, Bitcoin shrooms.
Okay. Where are we going with this? All right. No, I'm just kidding. BB just sold most of my BRC-20s, Cat 20s only from here. Yeah, I mean that's definitely possible. Possible. Good call there. Albert says OpNet. Didn't Albert hate OpNet? Didn't he say it was a scam? And now he's I don't know. Maybe it was someone else, but I could have sworn. And then Mike's World says, anyone notice how .fb domains where all minute out and out? Yes. Did you get yours? I got shizzy.fb. Did you get your domain yet?
No,
FB domains sold out in hours. So like Amazon.fb and all the other ones in hours, they all got minute out.
Really?
Yeah.
There was a question in here about
Did I skip it?
Well, someone asked me about like what the feeling about runes was or something like that. And then Sixes was like, Yagobi, anything from the event that stood out? Did you see Vitalik's performances? Yes. He does one of those horrible performances every other year. I feel like he was like doing some rap song or poem thing today. It was funny. Yeah, I mean there's like 40,000 people here for just crypto. So I mean the energy's here for sure. And the Bitcoin events, out of all the Bitcoin events, inscribing Singapore was the biggest. So the Ordinals community for sure is still the biggest. That's what I noticed. 100%.
Wow. That's huge. I'll be sending Mr. Yagobi a video as well. Don't want him to feel left out. You're gonna get some Uber videos, buddy. All right, guys. Real quick though, I just want to show you this. Mscribe. It's starting. So you no longer need a whitelist in one block. You will be able to go here and first come first serve. So check out mscribe.io. Go to Nats and then go to the Bitminer. There is rare ones, guys. So we got a couple people in our community who've got the rarest of rarest, 85 in the whole collection. What are they called? Cosmics. So if you want to shoot your shot, you'll have an opportunity in about 13 minutes. So look out for that, guys. Check this out. I think I got one personally. I'm going to be putting it on my bitmap and be mining, checking in every day, collecting my BFoxy tokens that I'm getting for free for holding these miners. So definitely check that out. Go to Mscribe, check out their miner. It's today, guys. I've been waiting for so long, and it's finally today. So check out that. All right. Guys, check out also, if you wouldn't mind, check out ordinalrevolution.com. We have some of the best articles dating all the way back from last year. If you know someone just entering the space, send them our website. We really feel like it can really help them really get started and get caught up. And if you're interested in merch, we have some of the best merch in our store, Ordinal Revolution, and then hit the store tab. That'll take you to our store, and you can look at some of the best merch. I think we have school bags, hats, jackets, hoodies. So check that out. And if you are someone who's going to Bitcoin 2025 in May, like we are, we have a discount. Don't wait until next year to buy this, guys. I'm not saying buy from us, go buy from somewhere else if it doesn't matter. Obviously, when you buy from us, it helps our show a little bit. But like, if you get them as soon as possible, because like they go up by hundreds of dollars every month. So right now I'll be paying maybe a few hundred. Next year I'll be paying a few thousand. So if you are going, buy your tickets now. You can always sell them later. I think people are selling them, making insane come ups from selling them. So check that out as well.
Yep, for sure. And guys, we appreciate you guys listening. 302 people. I know you guys have been checking us out all week, the past 2 weeks. But if you get a moment, please check out our partners, BitPerp, a premium perpetual leverage DEX is going to be launching on a Bitcoin layer 2 in Q4. Check out their paper trading competition that should go live, I would say, about 2 weeks from now. We're going to give you guys more updates on that. There's going to be prizes that are like BitPerp passes and other prizes as well. So stay tuned for that information. We'll get you as soon as possible. Ordinal Hive is a partner of ours that is doing amazing things, guys. They're creating and about to release their aggregator marketplace for ordinals on Bitcoin Layer 1. So you're going to be able to find the cheapest ordinals on Ordinal Hive. They also scaled out to Merlin Chain. So you can visit their Merlin chain site at beta.ordinalhive.io. You can earn points, and then in the future, you can turn those points into possible tokens. They're going to give more information about that as well. Fluid Tokens just announced their staking on Bitcoin Layer 1. Guys, this is probably the biggest innovation that has really, kind of been under wraps for so long. You can stake your Billy Cats right now. I think there's maybe around 200 that have been staked. It's going to be capped at 1,000. After September 30th, no more staking, and then the reward of 100,000. Is it 100,000?
Yeah, 100,000.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
100,000 Billy Cats will be distributed between, 100,000 Billy Runes tokens will be distributed amongst the stakers. If you are a project founder and you would like to stake, reach out to the team or reach out to us. We'll get you guys connected. It's going to be, in my opinion, a really heavily utilized platform for staking on Bitcoin's native layer. It's going to add TVL. It's going to be a lot of exciting updates with that. Verothium DEX, they still are focused on the BRC-420s right now. Someone said, hey, what's going on with them? They're still building, guys. They're working on getting integrated to bitmap.game. There's going to be some big updates with that as well next week. Or when I get back, we're going to start doing Merlin Mondays again. But check them out because you can stake your BRC-420s. There's going to be more added as well. Right now, you have the Verothium Mines, you have the Dragon Balls, and you have the Blue Box. And then lastly, but not least, is Foxy. Foxy, we just went over their game earlier today. The Clan Wars is going to happen probably next week, but it's going to be a lot better view in terms of like a COD type of perspective. And the bit miners, guys, congrats to the ones that got the Cosmic, because you're going to be able to earn USDT directly with that. So stay tuned and, for more updates with the rarities and things like that. But we appreciate you checking out our partners.
Yeah, and guys, today is Yagobi's last show for a couple days. But I just wanted to tease a little bit. Yeah, so he'll be out Thursday, Friday, Monday, and Tuesday. He's giving himself a little R&R, a little refresh, because he did travel all the way to Singapore for Ordinal Revolution, guys. So he's working. He's not on vacation right now, but he's going to take a few days to himself. He's going to be out Thursday and Friday, Monday and Tuesday. So everyone, wish Yagobi a good vacation. Give him the time. But I'll still be hanging with you guys. I got some guests lined up, and if you are interested in being a guest, if your first time ever, it doesn't matter. If you just have a webcam and a microphone, or even not. Reach out to us. Maybe Rick G, if you want to come on, reach out to me. I got some spots open. We're gonna have some guests, maybe Francis, maybe Block, maybe J25. It's gonna be a fun couple of days. But I'll be back next Wednesday. There will not be a Merlin Monday or a Tap Tuesday next week either. That'll be the last week for that, and then we'll continue that journey the following week. So check us out all week, guys. We're live Monday to Friday, 11 a.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Central, 8 a.m. Pacific, 3 p.m. UTC. And I'll see you tomorrow. Yagobi will see you Wednesday, and you enjoy your time, buddy.
Appreciate it. Peace.
We OG, oh no, G. You're not bullish enough, yeah. Oh no, you're not bullish enough. You ain't got the oh no. I get stoned by the bolo. Bitcoin set to Olo, yeah. Experts on reload, yeah. You're not bullish enough, yeah. Oh no, you're not bullish enough. You ain't got the oh no. I get stoned by the bolo. Bitcoin set to Olo. Experts on reload. Mempool getting hot. Everybody wanna rock, ayy. Runes is coming, everybody on a knot, ayy. It's a nuisance, Ordinal Revolution, ayy. Ordinal Revolution. Yo, it's my guy for real, bro. Got friends right now. Yo, BRC-420, bro. Yo, that shit on fire, bro. Imagine if he in here. Yeah, lock it in the seal. Murder. I got balls of steel. Nuki on the field. Yeah, this shit for real. With no calls, I get so far. Got 100 phone calls that I go hard, and they gon' love me. Smoke weed, huddle back. I get shiesty. Where my Bitcoin looking lovely. All this Satoshi's nothing above me.